I just wanted to share a brief moment of bustin'. Does bustin' make you feel good, chat? You can find that video. Just Google bustin'. Trust me, you'll find it. I figured that would be appropriately spooky. I mean, ghosts are spoopy. I figured that would be appropriately spooks. Way to start the stream. So, I just need to finish some dumb crap in the stupid crap catacombs. What number of... Oh, just put all of them in. I just need to finish my 10 catacomb things for the day. Oh, sound. Sound is good. There we go. I don't think I've ever heard Fishcom's voice, come to think of it. Does Fishcom have a Japanese voice yet? Oh, she does. Okay, you can stop talking now. Okay. I just gotta do my stupid sweeps so I don't miss the stupid egg thingers. Milt is alright. She's not really better than anyone I have though. I'm actually doing the catacombs and I just spam the first 5 people and then I get my 10 runs a day. I don't really try in catacombs anymore. It's so boring and it's so annoying. Moo! Moo! After level 40 in catacombs, it's just crap. Hi, Parker. Can you hear him whispering? I don't just, you know what, I'll just spend my stamina on some butter bread. Here we go. Fallen Angel. The basic info on Fallen Angels is on my site. I've been meaning to do a video on it, but haven't yet. It's complicated, but more complicated than it really is. Like, half of the stuff in Fallen Angels does not matter at all, and you don't need to bother with it. Moo! Moo moo! Moo moo! Mer. Alright, that's enough of my stamina. Alright. Ah, Parker, would you sit down, please? Yes, you were very helpful, thanks. Oh, he is a slow boy at cooking, huh? Yeah, let's cook that up. Fight you. 1v1 me IRL. Septipus was quick. That's a surprise. I guess 5 minutes is pretty quick. Hey, Angel, Hazy, and everybody else. Indeed. No, shut. Why do they loop the voice lines? There's so many unnecessary voice repeatings in this game. Come on now. Medicom does not seem to be giving me grief yet. Alright, hold up, let me close something real quick. No. Bunch of crap open. Don't need that. I don't need bustin.mov. Alright. Just game. Okay. By the way, how was your date in Thanksgiving? Oh, it's not Thanksgiving yet. Thanksgiving is next month, at least for us. I don't know if maybe Canadian Thanksgiving comes early. Anyway. Similar to the completely unrelatedness of the bustin', I was searching for Crystal Dismark, which is like a thing that lets you, you know, check the health of your hard drives. I was like, wait a minute, Standard Edition, what the hell is Shizuku Edition? And so, I mean, oh, Parker, don't kiss the mic, please. Sit, please. So you've got Standard Edition, you've got Anime Edition, you've got Anime 2 Edition. Like, what is... It's like... Excuse me? It's like, what was this now? Oh, good. Medicom is already... Immediately after I start the stream, Medicom is, media-comming. Oh, it's already Canadian Thanksgiving? Huh. Anyway, look, but why? Why this? I don't understand. Anyway, Parker, you're really complicating things, honey. Oh my god, Mediacom was just fine at 5,000 bitrate, and now it's already having problems at 400 or 4,000. Why Mediacom? I don't understand your deal. Anyway, we don't need this on screen anymore. Let's make some of that. Alright, is it flipped over yet? No, it's not quite. Alright, so in just a couple of minutes there's going to be a new event with Tempura and Miso Soup. I don't know if you can get their shards. I mean, their shards are not really that valuable. I mean, Miso Soups are reasonably so. He's very good. For those of you unaware, Miso Soup is the best damage dealer. If you can make him live and have pure attack on him. So it only really matters in Guild Boss and Disaster Boss. But he's actually kind of broken, which is really weird. Because his basic skill here, it lets you deal % of your base attack. And he can cast it really fast. And his... oh, he does not have the right Fallen Angel on. Oh, he has a really crappy one on right now. Let's give him Tosos just for the sake of showing. In fact, he should probably just have this anyway. But yeah, so I can now deal, like, 1,500 damage, like, every couple of seconds with his basic skill because of that. In fact, I can probably show, that in the Disaster Boss. I don't know if you see damage numbers on that or not. Any tips on getting onions? Just play the game. There's not really any special secret. You're just giving them for playing the game. Just do your daily quest things. Like every single Gashapon game ever, it limits how many it gives you. But yeah, Miso Soup, surprisingly actually good. So if we could get some more shards for him, that would actually be good, because I still need 60 more to 5-star him. I had sweeping hard mode, instead of doing like orders and stuff, tends to be a good way to get a few extra per day. Speaking of, do I have enough embers for a summon? Oh, I've got a few summons in me. I need some summons for... try to get Catboy. So an interesting thing, I've always kind of suspected this, but it turns out there's this mercy mechanic in the game where if you don't get a limited ultra rare for, let's say, around 40 pulls, I don't know the exact number, but it's something like that, the game just gives it to you in a pull. So that's why it's very common to get the ultra rare limited before the super rare, because the super rare does not have any mercy mechanic. So the reason I got Milt in my first stream and not Catboy is because Milt has a, hey, you've tried enough, we're just going to give it to you kind of thing. And I think ultra rares work in this game by that same mechanic, because everybody seems to have at least one ultra rare from the pool by, I don't remember what level it was, but you know, after you've spent X amount of embers, it seems to just give you one. So it's not really possible to go particularly far without getting at least one ultra rare. You might still have bad luck in general, like you might get, say you get 5 guaranteed ultra rare pulls, and like they're all B52. That would be, you know, less than ideal, unfortunately. Yeah, I guess we'll do a little 6 pull here. Hope for Catboy. We at least get shards of him. I might just summon him purely from shards, which would be a shame, but no, don't need that. Yeah. This sure is a 6 pull, alright. Yep. That's pretty much exactly what I expected. Yep. 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 Yeah. Total shit. Hooray. Pretty much without fail. Let's just do our daily craps here. Give us this day our daily crap. So yeah, I really don't expect to get Catboy in the polls. Oh wait, I should put them back in. I really wish there was like a quick hotkey to like just send 5 of them in, because I do that all the time. Why does this menu reset? That's kind of stuff pisses me off, because like there's no reason to reset that menu. Animal Crossing Pocket Camp used to do that all the time too. It still does in a lot of menu. It just results in so much extra scrolling. Just dumb. Anyway. The Nightmare Cooking Replenish thing, that's the monthly subscription thingers. Yeah, now this thing. So there's this get to work thing, which is basically you get rewards for completing stages, and you can get basically, oh, he's got a skin, huh? I better burn all that stamina then. Usually the best rewards in these are obviously the skin, then the skin voucher, which those are a pain in the butt to get otherwise, then embers, and then after that it's kind of a toss-up. Random purple fallen angels aren't really that enticing anymore. Beginner seasoning is good, but it's always overpriced in these. And then spirit reincarnators, you can always run out of those. It's pancake, not tempura. No, this is a different thing. There's also a tempura and miso soup event. Tempura has a skin, miso soup does not. I don't know what all we can get here. So tempura skin is a lot of crab faces, or not crab, shrimp faces, and pearls of self. And apparently these items, apparently these reason and emotion seals, these carry over between events, which I didn't know. Can't wait to grind a skin for a character I don't have. You don't have tempura? Or do you mean pancake? I also think, I'm also almost completely certain that the M food souls have a mercy mechanic too, because people get those way too often, considering their low pull rates. Random morning, restaurant's kitchen. Perhaps a couple of mornings have been so quiet. Hey, miso soup. Miso soup! After 2 calls for miso soup, the sound running. The sound running came from outside. Attendant, is there something wrong? Wasn't looking for you. Where's miso soup? Did you eat him? That's weird and gross. What is it? Miso soup ran away 2 days ago. God damn it. Why? Why would you? Okay. I've been quite busy recently, so I've got to go search for him, but I would just ran off to sleep and be lazy. He said he was going to some land of bird and moon. Okay. Cough, cough, huh? What is it, Master Attendant? Well, I'm at a loss for words. Anyway. Land of bird and moon. I don't get the joke. Got it. Leave it to me. If I search the entirety of Hyliania, I will find him. What's Hyliania? Isn't this place called like Terraria? No, what's it called? Terraria? Tierra, yeah. Close enough. Alright, let me burn some stamina real quick here. Yeah, hard mode stages they still have a low chance of giving onions, but they give you 3 onions instead of 1 if you get a drop. I say every single day you should probably just go through all of the hard mode, or all of the super rare shards, and if there's any particular reason you should be sweeping hard mode stages, like the Lebekongi event, I would just go through all of them. Land of Bird and Moon is the saying for Dreamland. Oh, so you want to go see Kirby. That's reasonable. Miso Soup's been busy completely dunking on the guild boss and disaster boss. It's so sad, by the way, that Tempura isn't like secretly good too, because both of them link with Sanma or in some way or another. But Tempura is not good. Miso Soup is secretly good. So I meant no, I know what you meant. That was a joke. Hey Sylvie. It still sounds like fishing music. I'm gonna mention that every stream. Look at this asinine fame goal, by the way, and it just keeps doubling every time. And materials are so dumb. I have so many materials, I'll never run out of them. The fame is the only real thinger now. Anyway, let's see. Let's get some of these. Let's see what this event is all about. Oh, and in my guide, I already have, before starting events, I recommend checking out my guide in case there's important info. And there is for this one. So in this event, a man's love. I'm kind of wondering if Miso and Tempura are, you know, getting a stew going. But in a man's love, there's miso soup. It's kind of like it's actually exactly like the springtime event with tortoise jelly and sweet and sour fish. So you have to answer the right questions to get the right fondness points for everybody. Or not fondness points, but like the affection meter. So to open the chest for miso soup, you need to answer responses 2, 2, and 1. And for the tempura one, you need 1, 3, 3. You need 1, 3, 3. So what do we get in here? And you get soul embers. The chests are actually worth opening this time. They're cheaper to open. You get more stuff. I don't know if you still have to spend gems to reset the thing, but it might actually be worth it that time. But yeah, also I think the thing has like, it says it's like a required level 20 or something. People under level 20 easily beat this. There's no, it's total babby mode. Plot. Helenia. Where's Helenia? This is apparently a place now. Search the entire city. I like that Tempura is apparently a big dopey dumbass. He's like a big stupid teddy bear. Don't really take Tempura's art. I like Tempura a lot, but I wish they didn't give him the little like dead shrimp hat. I don't like that. Hey Miso. Couldn't hide forever. Yeah, it does look like. Now isn't it Nervas that this is like? I don't know. What are the squares that he has, by the way? Is like Miso like that? Like, is Miso squares? Oh, I guess it's little cubelets of, I assume that's tofu. That's usually what cubelets are. The sound skips just slightly in this emulator and bugs the crap out of me. Miso is paste. I was wondering if this was related to the miso, but not really. It's like, it's more the tofu inside the miso. I mean, I guess that's how it's usually eaten. Also, they censored they censored him up and gave him this crop top. And in the original art, he doesn't have it. I don't know why they went to town. It's so funny in a game with fish semen and fish eggs as like a joke pun pair. Because caviar is fish eggs and milk is fish semen. So like in a game with a common eggs joke, they're like, oh no, better cover up the filthy. In fact, you know what? This is too risque for the chillins. So I'm gonna fix this right now. This is too much. It's not okay. We're just gonna. Oops, what did I do? There we go. There we go. Now all the childrens can still watch the stream. It's okay. Come back, my children. Come back, my wayward sheep. This stream is now safe. They'd even make it pufferfish. Yeah, the funny thing is, in the Chinese thing, her name is pufferfish. And now it's just straight up fish semen. Oh, I forgot. I have the chat delay. You can still see his midriff? That's true. That's true. Hold on. Let's... Can I, like, swoosh this around? There we go. There we go. Better. Fixed. I forget there's a chat delay, so I'm, like, waiting for for the payoff of the joke, and then I'm like, oh, nobody thought it was funny, and then 10 seconds later I get the reactions. But this means that Mediacom screws us up less, so it's still worth it. Okay, so I don't know what the difference really is between the routes, but I'm just gonna go for miso soup first. So I'm gonna go for 2. Oh, oops! I accidentally I muted up poor miso soup here. All right, we can get those off stream now. But you have to pay crystals to redo these, unfortunately. If you get them wrong. Purple quality joke. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Better. It's better. Isn't it great how it actually looks drastically worse? Let's just like... Now what does it look like? Now it looks really bad. Now it looks real bad. I just clicked my stream instead of the game. Why is there drama music? There's like, we just found a dead body in the old cathedral music going on. And Miso Soup's like, yeah, I was slacking off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oops. No, no, this is a bit too big. There you go. Brainless meathead. Oh, don't be mean to Tempura. I'd much rather be surrounded by the ladies. He's like straight up strong bad. It's a hostile work environment. This is such incredibly inappropriate music for what's happening. Don't you want to work with a man? Aren't you a man? Uh-oh, Tempura's coming on to him. I like this. Ha! It's expected from a meathead. Of course I don't want to. What's wrong with men? This is a good pure screenshot. I wanna uncensor. I don't know if this is the intent here, but that's an adorable quote. And it fits Tempura so good. It's not a time to discuss gender. I don't think that's the correct answer for either of them. Oh, it is the one for Tempura. Aw, I just realized. I really wanted to go. I want to go the Tempura route. Tempura is so much cooler. Comment on this. I like how the worst thing you can do is comment about it. I should have picked Tempura. He's way more fun. Miso is such a loser. I hope somebody screenshotted that. If not, we can get it in the VOD. But yeah, that's perfect. Oh my. Miso-san, I'll take you by force if I have to. This goddamn drama music. What? Oh my god, there's like satanic chanting. Why? Why is there God of War music? Wow. I guess we gotta fight Tempura now. Oh my god, Mediacom, you suck! I gotta lower my bitrate again. Why, Mediacom? You suck so bad. Ugh. No. You're pretty good. And suddenly no music. Miso's such a bitch. There's just like ambient people noise now. Yeah, this makes me like Tempura so much more, and Miso kind of a lot less. Not that I ever really liked him for his personality. He's just kind of like, you know, random OP unit that you don't really want to use. Even though Miso Soup was brutally beat by Tempura. I will do anything to escape and avoid you. Oh, poor Tempura. Come on, Tempura, I'll take you to a gay bar. It'll be fine. I just let you run away to be lazy. It seems like it was my problem all along. Oh. Your internet's sucking up too, huh? It's a good day for shitty internet. If somebody's internet was down at work like all the last night, so Medicom seems to be having issues in general. Just how you communicate with him. He can't handle your hot, spicy passion. We cover up your muscle first. I mean, if you insist. If you insist, me. Huh? Why? He can't handle your muscles. He can't handle it. Guys, he can't handle. Wow. He can't handle the beef. He's probably just jealous of my muscles. That's why he's so salty and such a drag. I guess it's okay if you understand like that. Tempura is so great. I love him. Please, Tempura buff, please. I want to use him after this now. Whoa. Oh, that's why he gets all dressed up. He's got one of those thunder drums. What are those called, by the way? He's still showing a little bit of... There you go. Less, though. As the red cherry blossoms bloom, and the gentle wind paints a leafy autumn mirage of color, the one and only handsome and charming Tempura is here. Who taught you those big words? Who taught you to use big words? Speak normally. Does it not feel imposing? Oh, he's got Oh my god, it's Miso! Oh my god, his flag is Miso and Tempura sumo wrestling. That's amazing. Can you imagine your coworker shows up to work one day wearing a big ass flag of you fighting them 1v1 IRL? It's Tayaki's fault. I promised Tayaki I would wear this during the festival. It's packed with energy and passion. Aw, I was kind of meh on the outfit for Tempura because like I don't really use Tempura, but then this happened and like I really need it now. Miso soup, wait up. He's got a little fan too. He's wearing like an entire festival on his back. He's like a one-man party. Absolute unit. Aw, he got an outfit just for you. You're legally required to date him now, Miso Soup. Even though you suck. I'm supposed to suck just like that. Aw. Well, I have to choose. I'm on the miso soup route, even though with the greatest passion, yes. So you need less. You still need a lot of seals to open both of these, but it seems a lot more worth it now. Someone calculated you need to spend 800 crystals to get the tempura skin. What are these anyway? Pearls of Self. Those like those Akuma beads? Can I? Oh right, no, I can't. I guess there's a story thing if you open those, of course. Crap. I guess I'll record the story bits for later. I like that these are less unreasonable now, but I guess it's 60 of both steals just to open the chests. Though it pays for itself with these things, because these things cost more stamina. So it's a net profit just on getting these, considering turning 60 of these into 60 slightly more expensive things. Plus you get 200 soul embers. Plus you get the favorite food of whichever soul is on the chest. Oh yeah, at least there's a wait, is that still on though? I thought that ended. Yeah, no, I think the thing ended. Wait, no, maybe it didn't. Which one is it? Is it this? Oh yeah. I mean, you get nothing. You get absolute garbage for spending the first 1,000 crystals. You have to spend 10,000 to really get anything of any sort of value whatsoever. I mean, these things, the skin vouchers are alright, but like the crystal events are just complete dog crap. They're just whale hunting crap. They're really bad. I mean, if you spend 1,000 crystals, you may as well claim your reward. But yeah, this. I'm gonna go for this. I did manage to get the Sakura skin, and it cost the exact same amount, so hopefully it will be just as possible. Oh, speaking of, I need to spend more stamina real quick. Fun fact, the Shakurajima hard mode things give 50% more experience. Player experience. Yeah, at least I should spend less crystals, I guess, on this event than the other one, I guess. I spent over 1,000 for that one. And so I got sweet and sour fish, but it wasn't, I don't really feel it was totally worth it, but I wanted to show the event, and I, needed to figure stuff out, so. You think the whole Love Nest and Love Lost skins have anything to do with the festival and Tempura skin? I wouldn't think so. That just seems like the obligatory clothes swap between opposite gender siblings kind of deal. I hope the Love Lost skin is not as hard to get as Love Nest, because Love Nest is basically impossible. Oops, I clicked the squeak button. So a lot of squeak buttons in this game that you have to be very careful not to press. Yeah, this price, I think she actually no, does Kennelly cost more? Either way, it's an insane amount. I think it is actually more than Kennelly. Like, it's a cute outfit, but like, oh my god. And also nobody really uses Taiyaki, so kind of a shame. Also, I love how the moon bun, it moves with you. Like bonk, 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 bonk. Good stuff, good stuff. Who else do I have to show off? Everybody's been Milt or Catboy lately. So many, due to the Mercy mechanic, so many more people have Milt than Catboy. There's Shunka showing off with that frickin' full moon skin still eludes me after about... If I could still collect them, I would have probably about 6,000 eyes and wines. Can you show your fallen angels? Sure. I haven't really made any of them absolutely perfect yet, but I have a few that are pretty good. On my Showdown and Catacombs team, I have 2 lines of HP each. so they never get like one-hit KO'd in Catacombs. Foie Gras has another one. Oh, I think I can just show them all from here. So yeah, and then I have some of these ones that are almost all attack or all attack for Guild Boss, Disaster Boss, and all that stuff. It's like 3 times the price of Canelli. Holy crap! Because Canelli already, people have estimated it takes like over a year to get Canelli. I don't know if that includes like feeding the guild pet and everything, but it's absolutely insane. This is Tom Yum's thing. I'm no orange lines at all, but I usually stop re-rolling at purple. I just don't want to re-roll 100 times for nothing. Black tea is just kind of a random one that isn't really that amazing. I made a few of these. I think these are my Resolute ones, maybe, that I just kind of stopped using because they're kind of yeah, it's 100. It's 1,200, and you need 80 of them. So yeah. So I usually have 2 HP lines on all my ones for Showdown and stuff. This one needs a lot of work. I think it's low level. Like, I think it needs a lot more enhancements. Can't you speed the process of Canelli by constantly refreshing the guild shop? That's not really the problem. The amount of guild money is the problem. It's not buying her in the shop. It only takes 40 days to buy her from the shop. It takes like, you know, like 50 times that to actually get the guild money. Yeah, 96,000. Miso soup chest thing is funny. Alright, yeah, I'll probably try to get both of them, I guess. Like, it's worth it to open both of them this time, right? Hi, honey. Hi. Would you sit down? Oops, I touched him and then he stopped sitting down. Hi. Hi. Parker. Parker, sit. Honey. Oh yeah, but let me show you miso soup. I don't know if my Fallen Angel's set up right. Oh yeah, Toso. Oh, I unequipped Tosos. Oops. I think Toso, I don't know. Is Toso better to have some a soul with some attack speed? Because her attack speed is like hilariously terrible. Like 500. That's like so bad. But I don't know. I don't know. Miso needs it. Sanema needs his. Mooncake needs hers. Right? Yeah. Mooncake needs it. You can have this one. I don't need Lava for the guild boss. Let's fight the guild boss real quick. Wait, is the guild boss even awake? I think we killed it yesterday. Oh hey, it's back alive. I mean, it sleeps, but you know what I mean. Its HP doesn't actually seem to go up very much. We still kill it about, I think in under a week, we kill it each time. It's not really very different. Yeah, miso soup. It's really hard to tell which one is he's dealing the damage, but I think he's the 198 or the 1998, maybe. Maybe that's Sanma. I can't really tell. But he does a lot of damage. Also, miso soup does so much damage, it's kind of ideal to spend less of his heals if you can avoid it. Which usually, in Disaster Boss, you can wait for quite a while to start casting heals, but in the Guild Boss, you need to heal pretty frequently. Honey, I need to see for this. Getting too close to the time. So if you don't know how to beat the Guild Boss, by the way, if you don't survive to the end, it's basically entirely strategy and a little bit of luck. I have a guild guide that... No Tang yet? Oh, god dang it. Crap. So, another secret. Honey, you really need to get down. Sorry. Little pro tip, if you get knocked out and you, did not deal an acceptable amount of damage, You can just straight up restart it. Close it before you hit give up. And you can fight again. Oh, are there many people watching? Hey. Hey, everybody. It's a shame so few got to see my bustin' video at the beginning. But alas, that's how streams kind of always have to start. They just japed. That was a jape notification. That was a total lie. It said there was new things and there was not new things. How dare the game? Anyway. Yeah, get out of here. 2? Fine, make 2. Where's my cookerinos? Are you back? You're not back. Oh, I don't have you. You're not refreshing. What are you doing? I'll just use these 2. Oh no! What the heck? Let's use strawberry. Yeah. Her voice is so much less piercing when she's tired. Do I have... No, let's just use cold rice right then. Can't you put Bustin in a corner? In theory. I don't know if that video is like content ID'd though, so I don't want to play too much of it. I think under 30 seconds, I don't think you get content ID'd, so... Or it's some amount of seconds. So I just try to keep a real short burst or bust, if you will. Need to wait 685 days for Kennelly using only the daily guild tasks. Damn. Yeah, that sounds about right though. I think it was something, it was well over a year. They may have guild events in the future or something maybe? But yeah. Oh, this thing. Wait, what's oh yeah, this thing. How many can I get? It's best to just get this thing, right? I guess I'll just get that. Wait, do I have enough to summon bonito rice? I don't think I want to just yet. Oh, we got some vodka and steakerinos. Alright, what's in the box? 30 Catboy shards. How many Catboy shards do I have now? 65. But it's kind of like throwing away 45 shards if I were to fuse him now and then if I summoned him later. If I don't get him in the event, I'll fuse him. But for now, it doesn't really matter a huge amount either way because I don't think I'll use him very much. He's a defense and I have gingerbread and I have 4-star steak and I just can't imagine myself using him too much. Is it true they replay events? I don't know. Have they replayed them in Chinese? In the Chinese server? They definitely haven't in English or global. Go away, Mr. Filter. Did they ever give Labakangi English? Or Chinese? Or Japanese? Whatever.
Oh, this is not a hat.
I still don't understand what she means by that. Does she mean this is not a hat? Or this thing? Like, she's such a stoner. Speak of stoner, I forgot what I was gonna do. Oh yeah, we were gonna fight the freaking guild boss. I quit and restarted, then I forgot. If events repeat, I would assume like once a year. It's usually about all the more frequently you can expect. Some limited characters come back, like Toso comes back, but like full-on events, probably not very frequently. Let's see what the Grumpy Guild Floof wants today. Ooh, perfect. I have a lot of these. You can just have all of these, my friend. I don't know what that word was that I just said. I think I tried to say bud and friend at the same time, and it came out as bund. He looks like a bun, so Close enough. Say hi to the stream, guild. At least if you're in the lobby. Everyone in the training course and other stuff can't. Well, I guess you can say hi in the chat thing. I really hope they improve the guild chat, by the way. Like, I like our guild, and most of us are in the Discord, which, by the way, let me toss a link to the Discord in the chat there. You don't have to be a member of the guild to be part of the Discord. We have hundreds of people in the Discord. There we go. Got some people running around. I like the idea of the guild features, but like the guild chat log is like so short, and you can't change your default chat to be guild chat, so it's so hard to keep up via the guild chat thing. So we don't even really try. It's a shame, and some people only really play the game, so that's really kind of our only way to reach them. Oh, by the way, fun fact, unfun fact, but the messages you send to people in game, like these messages here, they apparently have expiration dates. So they might get deleted if people send you stuff and I don't. So I've probably missed a lot of stuff because I just kind of ignore the flame thing because I just always get lots of ad requests. I think maybe I finally have so many friends I can't get any more ad requests though. In which case I guess I should stop. Of my requests. Pineapple Mochi, shoutouts to Caro, who has given my only 2 donations that I have ever received. And that was 2 months ago. Anyway, let's go fight the guild boss. Before I forget. Hey, Grayson. Yeah, lots of people always show up for the food fantasy streams. I at least assume a lot of you come from my site. In which case, if you're on sertab.com or on my guide, and you want to chat, you got to click the like title of the embed, and you can come and chat on YouTube. I can't embed the chat as far as I know. If there is a way to embed the chat, that would be cool. I don't know if I can like really properly. Did my skill cast get nullified? I think it did. An annoying feature of silence, which is so overpowered. If you start casting a skill and you get silence before it takes effect, you lose the energy, but the skill still doesn't happen. So, yeah. What's your opinion of Mooncake? Oh, she's extremely good. She's not maybe like, compare her to like 5-star Sanma. She's not like amazing great, but she is so easy to get 5-star, and she just beats everybody just on account of having more stars. She's definitely a lot better than Black Tea. By the way, if you're too lazy to memorize the exact times of the fireballs, just turn on one-time speed on the guild boss fights after 3 minutes, and then you can just watch for the his animations. It's slow enough that you can always cast the invincibility in time. The chat's not refreshing? Oh, that sucks. Sometimes you just have to refresh it manually, and then it starts working again. I get that once in a while. Opinion on Tang Yan? Oh, I should have cast that heal first. By the way, at least for Tang Yan's heal, it's got about 50, or it's a little bit less than 30 seconds. So if it's more than 30 seconds to the next fireball, it's safe to cast her Link skill. Opinions on Tang Yan. Tang Yan is extremely good for guild boss. Anytime that you can use her linked heal to block a really powerful move, she can be indispensable because you just completely negate damage. She's not the best multi-purpose healer, but for that particular purpose, she's pretty much unbeatable. You have to have a really, really good regular healer to survive here. It is possible to survive without her by all means. It's a lot more RNG though, and it's a lot harder, and requires a lot better skills and food souls. It all but requires sweet tofu to heal that much. And it requires very good timing. Because that final fireball deals 99% damage and has damage over time. So you have to have max HP before it hits, and you have to be healing after it hits. And then he roars a little bit after it, so it's You have to do an insane amount of healing in a very, very brief time. And if you don't have link skills, basically rip. Lab works fine for guild boss too. I think Laba is good for guild boss, but the problem with Laba is that Laba Kangi would be like the most overpowered healer ever if she could prevent. I think that might be the first time I've done 1,000,000 damage to the guild boss, by the way. If she could prevent being stunned herself. Because the problem is that if she gets stunned when you need to heal, that's a problem, and she can't heal it. She can't heal herself. But she can heal your other healer from being stunned. And your damage dealers from being stunned, obviously. Yeah, Labakangi's heal is kind of complicated. She has about a 3-second windup on 1 speed, and she deals a huge instant burst of heal and then a 3-second burst of lesser heals. And overall, she actually heals, at least comparing linked to non-linked, she heals a fair bit more than Sweet Tofu even. I'm not sure how the energy skills compare because I have not leveled up her energy skill. Because I just always use her linked with Toso for now, so no sense in using all that seasoning. Alright, speaking of damage, let's see our good old leaderboard. Oh hey, I'm first on the leaderboard for today. Of course, a lot of people haven't actually fought it yet. Wait, did I forget to fight it yesterday? Oh, I couldn't fight it yesterday. Yeah, I couldn't fight it yesterday because the rest of the guild knocked it out before I could, I think. Oh well, that just happens. It's not really... I don't mind, but don't, like, refuse to fight the boss or anything. Like, somebody has to KO it. It's just how it works. Lava does have a delay, but Miso's good enough to deal with the fireballs. Yeah, Miso's heal is surprisingly good. It's a little slow, but since the fireballs are really slow too, you can get his heals in. First place is first place, true. And then I guess I may as well fight. Well, we're doing. Oh, this is gonna show up every time. Every single time I open this menu, it's gonna show that first now, isn't it? Oh wait, this isn't the. Oh, never mind. So he's just kind of at the top. I need to move a fallen angel from... Wait. Who did I give Labakangi's thing to that I need it back from? She kind of needs more attack speed, I think, than anything. But not from that guy. Toso needs hers. Foie gras, no. I really need to improve Tom Yum's thing. I need a couple of orange lines, and I think it would be a lot more solid. Mooncake. I don't use Mooncake for this, do I? I was considering using Mooncake, but I can't use... If I use Mooncake on the disaster boss, I lose the link with lava. And without the 2 links, I can't really keep alive the whole time. It's already still kind of a struggle. So everyone has... I hate how this menu, it doesn't show you their fallen angels. I don't know why there's so many different UIs to select your characters. Some of them show you the fallen angels and some of them don't. But I'm pretty sure everyone has their angels set up. Saving up Yuxang. I think I had to fuse Yuxang, and I don't think I ever pulled her. Personally, my rule is if I have enough shards to 2-star a character instantly, I'll just fuse them and ascend them right away. Because you're not necessarily... Wait. I did a bad thing. Hold on. Oh, right. This is the team I was testing. I was testing out Mooncake instead of Toso. But I don't think that worked out in the end. I think somebody does... Somebody in my guild, or not, I don't think he's in the guild anymore, unfortunately, but somebody in the chat uses Mooncake instead and does a lot more damage than Toso, because Toso's kind of level capped right now. Yeah, that's correct. But Yeah, I can't get to the end without the linked heal. I'd probably have to use Sweet Tofu instead of Laba Kangi, and then I would deal less damage from due to the nerfs or the debuffs and Plus, I need 2 linked heals, more importantly. Ready for cold rice shrimp shards. Cold rice is actually pretty easy to get without doing the thinger, without doing the team up. If you just same rank fuse a bunch of R shards, you actually get her very frequently. I have her fused, and I think less than half of her shards were actually from team up. Because that team up's kind of a pain in the butt, and I don't like to do it. So I can... This team is kind of precarious. I think my Tom Yum needs to be better. I think I need to level his skills up more, and I think I need a line or 2 of orange. Ooh! It was way too slow on that heal. Laba Kangi, due to her huge amount of instant heal, it is kind of tempting to let them go farther, but she has a long wind up. It mostly only matters for Tom Yum. Everyone else takes damage very slowly in this fight, as you can see. But if Tom Yum is at about half health is when I tend to cast it. Yeah, I really don't like the level cap. It's not quite as dramatic as you might think. A level 65, for example, is a level 65 4-star steak does not beat a level 60 0-star gingerbread, for example. So your really good ultra rares are still going to be really good for many levels after the level cap. It's not like they immediately become like a level is pretty insignificant actually. In the face of fallen angels and everything else, a few levels isn't really a huge deal. But once you start getting to like level 80, then yeah, I'm sure it's a fairly significant gap at that point. Alright, this is when I should probably turn off the speed. I really don't like how long this fight is, especially considering to do really proper like timings for the heals, you should probably be in 1x speed, but I usually do not do that because it's really unfun. Uh-oh. I avoid casting Miso's heal until I need to, but Laba was stunned, so... I would really love a team that just can survive this on full auto, so I don't have to think about it. Because I don't have the patience to reset this. I'll reset the guild boss if I don't survive the whole thing. But this thing, I'm just like, eh. Because I don't get any more rewards. I get 15 gems whether I last until 7 minutes, which is about what happens when I just like completely screw up. Or if I go the whole way, I still get about 7. So it's no real point. Only if I'm using a speed up buff do I get a higher amount of gems. At least currently. I mean, if I was... I'm sure if all my FAs were absolutely perfect, it might be enough to make that difference. There's that terrible oof meme again. I don't have Laba, or I don't have Toso. Would Laba still be good to use? Yes. Laba is extremely good for Disaster Boss particularly because she heals the debuff. And she increases your damage by like 50% immediately on top of instead of Sweet Tofu. If you don't have Sweet Tofu, she's actually basically the second best like raw healer in the game. She's actually really good just for heals even. You do definitely need at least 1 linked heal though for this boss. Yeah, Laba's a lot more situational without Toso. I don't have her energy skill though. I don't know exactly how different it is, but energy skills are usually pretty predictably pretty predictable in how different they are. Yeah, I would say definitely she's still the best. If you have Laba but not Sweet Tofu, she's probably the best you got. If you have both of them, it's kind of situational how many stars you got on each, whether you really need the debuff clearing rather. And honestly, she's a little less frustrating when she's on auto because her linked heal you kind of have to time it differently because it has this 3-second wind up, but that's not really an issue on energy skill because it's just auto. Oh, over 100 viewers? Cool. I have Lava with no stars. I think with no stars, even with no stars, Lava still improved my damage on Disaster Boss. I would still try her out. Everybody obviously is better with stars, but she's still pretty alright. Oh, you went from 40k damage to over like 4 times damage. Yeah, I have trouble exactly like determining how much. I think your damage is cut in half, honestly, with Lava, or without. I think the debuff halves your damage basically.
Get back, evil demons!
But Lava does not necessarily clear it 100% of the time. But I don't know. It's hard to measure, because like when I did it, I got about a 50% damage boost. That's fairly close to what other people did. And I also didn't initially fully beat the boss. I'm not sure I needed to cast this. Yeah, because he's about to use his heal. I just be a little paranoid. I can get the timer down to 0, but it is a bit hairy without the speed boost. I think with Lava, with this heal, with this HP, with this attack speed, I think she'll actually do better, a lot better here. So using that, I should probably just use my heal. Yeah, that was a good time to heal. I just try, when I die, it's usually because I hesitate too much. So I'm trying to train myself. If Tom Yum looks like he's even close to half, before the bird stops pecking, I'll tend to cast. Fallen Angels do prioritize HP or attack speed. You basically want like 5 full attack angels. The Fallen Angels are pretty situational. The thing is that Guild Boss and World Boss deal fractional damage. So if you have 1,000 HP, they'll deal 100 damage. If you have 10,000 HP, they'll deal 1,000 damage. So adding HP on your FAs is like worse than a waste of a slot, because it also makes it harder for you to heal. So you don't want to bring any HP to these fights. You do want HP for Catacombs, you want HP for Showdowns, and you want HP for story modes. So basically, you kind of want 10 different FAs, 5 or so for guild, 5 or so for story and stuff. And for the story ones, I usually have 2 HP lines, just so nothing in Catacombs one-hit KOs me.
Get back, evil demons!
Might have been an early cast, but I'm being cautious here. And yeah, I got a lot of info on fighting this boss and the guild boss in my guild boss guide. I included this guy in the guild guide just because he's part of being a successful like guild member. I'm tempted to use double speed, but I know I'll die if I do that. Please don't type in all caps. What's the replacement for Toso? In this fight, Mooncake is just fine. The reason I still use Toso, she's only 5 levels behind. It's really not a big deal. I haven't even leveled all my people to level 65 yet. I would say only bother, a lot of people panic when they can't level up a soul, and I know it doesn't feel good, but I would say only start to panic about that at level 70 and beyond. If you're at level 61, 1 level is nothing. It's absolutely nothing. There's no reason to change up stuff at that point yet. I'm so sad. Everybody has a voice clip that they play for attacks. And Gingerbread says Merry Christmas for hers, but you're never gonna hear it because she doesn't have a linked skill. She just uses her energy skill. So that's a shame. Hopefully they'll have an option to they should play it every once in a while, every 10 skill casts or something, have it play it. We actually did, that was actually great. No real problem at all here. I'm really curious as to how much damage it did. Here we go. Public orders in 3 minutes. Yeah, I'll make it fine. Oh, no need to cast. There we go! 1.2 million, not bad. That's actually only 0.3 million off from my very best, and that used the... Yeah, this is my prior best, and that used the attack speed buff. So... I might actually be able to make enough. I don't know, but I'll try tomorrow and use the attack speed buff. It may actually make a profit in gems for once. Yeah, that was pretty good. Should I use some diamonds for the gold hearts in this event? I mean, it depends how much you want the things. But personally, I will be because I want to get that skin. I would say roughly, it's about 800 gems plus the stamina you get naturally to get the skin, is what I heard. I would say 1,000 gems for an exclusive skin is not the worst trade. I'm so sorry for the squeaking. Wow, sugoyo! Why does she have to say it like 3 times? Get all these out of here. Put these boys back in. Tired boys. Is that with SNSF and Jelly event we get to get? Do we have to get exact points to open the chest? Yes, it's basically like the sweet and sour fish thing, just a bit simpler. You have to pick the exact options, and you have to get all 3 of the same character to open the chest. The chests are a lot more worth it this time. But it still costs, if you want to get the skin, apparently about 8,000. Yeah, the skin's more expensive than the frames were. It's like, costs about as much as both frames did, actually. But, also, if this costs the same, if you spend gems to buy gems, it was actually a net profit, barely. But it was a net profit last event. Yeah, sweet and sour fish isn't a repeat thing. Oh, here we go. Oh, not curry crab. Oh, it's not curry crab. Never mind. Oh, you... I hate when that happens. Just gotta do this airship order. Oh, exquisite. I have so much of this stuff. This looks disgusting, by the way. I complain about black fungus every time I see it. It even sounds evil. It sounds like the final boss of like a JRPG. Like everything changed when black fungus spread upon the land. There's some lost food items that I have like 1,000 of, and I never get asked for them. Like the mint pineapple thing, I'm never asked for that. I have like 60 because of that one event. Oh, okay. Get some apples. I know the black fungus is allegedly good, but it just sounds like an alternate name for that disease, like the cordyceps virus or not virus, fungus in The Last of Us. Like if you change that game and just all you changed was you called it black fungus, nothing will be different. The food is sometimes eaten as a candy. That's right, yeah. Son of a butt! Ugh, I hate exquisite things sometimes. They're good. Feed your exquisite lost items. You can feed... Nobody has a preference for lost food items. So you can feed your exquisites to any... You can feed it to your favorites, basically. Or anybody you need stuff. Snowy sweet powder. Oh, this is one of those things where like, oh, you meant this kind of snowy sweet powder, not the other kind of snowy sweet powder. Anyway, I've been working on a food soul guide to kind of mention out who's the particularly good food souls. and stuff. And unfortunately, the current limited characters aren't really that amazing. In theory, they're both good for disaster boss, right? Because I think Cat Rice here cleans he clears buffs off the boss. But I would still prefer using Toso or Mooncake for that, really. Tom Yum is extremely useful for that boss because of his self-heals. So I can't really imagine using another defender for that boss. I know somebody who does great damage because they have a really good... They have a Crablong Bow with like 1,000 defense. And in that case, yeah, sure. I think he's like 2-star and has like perfect Fallen Angels. But yeah, I can't imagine... I just can't imagine using him too much myself. Because I mean, I got Gingerbread here. I got Steak nearly at... Well, getting there towards 5 stars. I've got Tom Yum for the disaster boss. Miltz is interesting, but I haven't really found too much of a use for her. Her most interesting thing is that she can make horrible grunts. Her most interesting thing is that she heals. She gives 10 energy to your tank, each basic heal. In theory, that can be really good if you're using like Steak or something, because you can spam damage. But I don't know. I don't usually use a healer and a defense in too many different situations and like need the defender to spam their skills all that much. Remember, 2 people got Cloud Tea in a week. Yeah, some whales have Cloud Tea already. Apparently, if you get... Hold on. If you get the airship ranking rewards, it's actually a net profit in crystals, depending on how many you spend, of course. But I've heard that if you were to say, spend crystals, and now that I tell you this, you're all gonna do that, and I'm not gonna be able to get it myself. But if you spend crystals to like skip the last 2 hours of airship charge time, you will get more crystals than you spent in the ranking rewards. And like, because if you refresh them immediately, that's like crazy whale stuff. That's like really expensive. But see, it's only 60 crystals here. And so if I were to spend 60 crystals, like maybe 10 times in a week, I would get a pretty good amount of airship tokens extra. I haven't done it myself. This is just what I've heard from somebody who hangs out with a lot of whales. So I'm moderately sure it's true. There, that's better. I hope they add like super hard, giga hard difficulties to these, because these are like all just a total joke now. And I want more items. I kind of wish that there was a level that gave like 12 medium seasonings instead of small. Anyway, has anybody out there beaten Tsuchigumo hard team up? I would like to finally get Tortoise Jelly, but I've been lazy and I didn't want to fight him. Must be a marine biologist studying all those whales. I'll have to tell him next time I see him talking about that guild. Would you like to see a food soul based on a chestnut? I think they usually do. The secret about this game is that a lot of the food souls that sound Western are not actually Western. Like Boston Lobster is actually like spicy crayfish soup or something. So he's even dorkier and more pathetic than he looks like, and he looks pretty dorky. I thought that was funny. And also Eggets is egg. He's just an egg. Eggets are very different from eggs, so I don't know how that mistake got made. But yeah, I don't know if they would do like just a specific fruit, because like they're usually based on like more complex dishes than just like individual foods. And there's already walnut congee, like laba congee is like there's a variety of different things. So Lebakongi technically can have walnut in it. She doesn't necessarily have it. She has a bowl full of nuts, so I mean there's probably walnuts in there. Is not the name of the little girl Eggman character? Eggette? Oh yeah, I think that's one of the various non-existent things that people have memed into existence, yes. I have some friends who are running hard Tsuchigumo 30 times a day. I was thinking I might be able to do hard Tsuchigumo with, if somebody has a really good defender. And what I did, the way I kind of cheesed Tsuchigumo, is what I would do is I would use 3 healers, Sanma, and a really good defender. Because the thing about Tsuchigumo is he only attacks the frontline person, except for one area of effect attack. And having Sanma and Miso means you do pretty alright damage. It is slow, but it kind of worked. Is anybody out there level, like, over level 60 that would want to try Tsuchigumo? I would like to try to beat him. I have, like, 10 or so Tortoise Jelly Shards. I'd like to summon him. He's not very good, but I just want him for collection. I don't know if anybody in the guild is beating him regularly on hard yet. Personally, I've just been going for Eisen hard to get Salty Boy Shards and still try to get that full moon thing. Get rid of this. I don't know why that doesn't automatically clear. Oh, shut up about Bowsette. Oh my god. Even in in-game chat, I can't escape from this garbage. I love Pastel Del Nada's little egg tart tray. How's the dumpling beast? Oh, he's pretty full. I think we're up to 3... Wait, how do I see? Yeah, we're up to 3.3% extra damage. Or extra attack power in mainline quest stuff. Got a lot of crit damage and crit. I still don't fully understand what these are for. I'm sure there'll be an event some time in the future where that's used. Be neat if you'd use him like as a food soul or something. So it's Saundra. Oh no, the Bowsette was in the game, disturbingly enough. Chat is terrible though, and you should be able to turn it off. Is the guild full? I'm pretty sure. I don't think we have anybody really at the, near the getting booted status. If you want to watch for slots being opened in the guild, definitely join the Discord, which let me post again there. Definitely join the Discord, you know, chat with people. There's definitely a precedence given to people in the Discord. Alright, let me not forget to spend my stamina in here. I just need a butt ton of seals. We have some people kind of slipping. There's always, you know, sometimes people leave on their own. Sometimes people kind of slip up and don't really, you know, we're not crazy strict, but if people aren't even like trying, they tend to end up out of the guild. So sometimes slots open up. I think we have to wait quite a while for level 7. Let's check. Oh! We're a third of the way. We're a third of the way. It'll still be like probably 3-4 weeks, but it's not as crazy far as I was expecting, honestly. So worth getting recipes up to A. For the ones that you sell in the restaurant, absolutely. Low level, there's basically no reason to sell low level stuff in the restaurant. If it's under A, it's basically garbage. Because like if you take like a level D, like it never gives you fame. And the guild pet likes better food too. You get extra points. for giving it better food. It's like an extra 2 for each level, or it's an extra 1 base point for each level, and then it's multiplied times 3 for the favorite food of the day. I don't mind that there's not a Miso skin, because Miso, I now hate Miso. I now love Tempura and hate Miso. Funny how that worked, but yeah. That was a fun event though. I like the, they show the personalities really well, and I'm actually excited to open the chest for the story bits. I'll have to make a video with the story bits too. I forgot to do that last time. I'll try to do that. I still have the footage. I'm pretty close to getting most of my R souls. That sounds not like that, but most of my R rarity souls up to 5-star. Sakura Mochi is elusive, and so is Tempura. You don't actually get shards from this event, right? Not that either of those are super rare shards to begin with, but yeah, no, you just get their favorite food, which is kind of a meh thing. You get a bunch of that from the chests anyway. Yeah, I would say for this, most people are probably going to go for the skin. That's what I'm going to go for. Like was said earlier, 800 crystals if you want to get that. If you're just getting random piecemeal rewards, go for the crystals first, especially if you don't want to spend crystals and you want to save up for other stuff. Crystals, I think, are the best way to go for that. And then probably embers if you can't open the chests at all. I think you can open at least one chest without spending any crystals, and that would be better than spending stuff. So I would definitely try to open at least one chest. I haven't seen a Miso dupe since I learned he was useful. Really? It's kind of funny the luck people get on rare souls, because yeah, somebody in my guild I think does not have Miso, or like only recently got him, even though they've been playing for a long time. But yeah, Miso is in the same rank Shard Fusion pool, so if you just fuse up a bunch of R's, you can potentially get some of him. It's not really at an amazing rate, so I don't tend to do it myself too often. In fact, I'll probably just fuse up all of my excess shards right now. I have you, not you, you. Yeah, I need 50 more of him. It's like, and there's no other souls I really need much same rank for. Yeah, somebody in Discord has a 5-star Miso. I saw that skin. I'm just gonna get some SRs. 17? Am I reading that right? 17 wonton shards, holy crap. I never have that kind of luck. I usually get like 17 mango puddings. Are people being unchill in the chat? Can I fuse? Oh, I can fuse wonton! And then some, holy crap. Yeah, let's get him. Wonton is not in the summon pool, so there's no reason not to fuse him. I can finally use that skin I got like 3 weeks ago. And then I think never use him in combat. I don't think it's actually any good, is he? Furthest enemy target. That's not a terrible basic skill. 60 damage, 60% damage to all enemies plus extra damage. Also weaken their attack by, oh, it's by a percentage, or an absolute value, not a percentage. Why is his wonton like a little ghost? Wait, who does he link with anyway? Tortoise Jelly. Oh, of course he does. Who else? He looks... I like the concept of this outfit. but he looks like he's so blazed out of his mind. He's like pouring hot tea directly onto his junk. Like, Dave's not here, man. Like, yeah. Also, the Ton spirit has like bushy eyebrows and a monocle, and it's kind of amazing, and I also kind of hate it. I can't entirely agree with myself on that. Let's see his fancy boy chibi. Oops. Stop talking over yourself. Oh my god, stop! No, please. Oh, hey, let's set him as our mascot soul for a bit, though, because he's brand new. He's the new boy. I always do that for the new kids. It's probably at the bottom. Yeah, here he is. It's a good outfit for the restaurant, at least, though. What do you have to say, Wonton? Why do you say your name? Why do you talk in third person? Bob Dole likes wontons. Bob Dole. Bob Dole. Bob Dole. Bob Dole. Yeah, I can do that easy. I love the gold ones because watch this. Sold 1 dish, 600. Sold 2 dishes, sold done. Instantly done. So easy. Sorry, Shrimpy boy. I call everything a boy now. It doesn't even have to be like a thing with a gender. It's just everything is boys. A fine boy. A lot of people get confused when I call spicy gluten spicy boy. It's nothing to do with gender. It's just spicy boy. That's why. Wait, what? Oh, max display case. Pudding is not really a cooking soul. He should be out here, but I'm being lazy. I'm trying to stock up on potions because I started with like 80 potions, and for like 2 months I got away with never using the ice arena. So, well, I guess a month or so, not 2 months, but I'm just gonna try to save up to that point again. Let's fight this. He says his own name around. He spelled Wantan. Y'all like them Wantans? I'm gonna get a takeover pizza. Mm-hmm. I saw somebody on Reddit, they said they spelled logic as lagic, and their point was incredibly stupid. So I just imagined them be like, y'all don't understand my logic, boy. Mm-hmm. I am from Minnesota. That's Minnesota's not a southern state. I'm from the great land of Mississippi. Minnesotans talk more like this. Minnesotan. That's kind of Kermit, but maybe Kermit's from Minnesotan. Y'all want them wontons? Why does he talk like that? He talks like he wants to fuck me. Stop that. It wants to eat. Oh, that's actually really disturbing. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Say that one again? No, say the thing. Oh. He said something really creepy about his wonton spirit. It wants to eat. Nah? No, he's not gonna say it now. Alright, showdowns. I think I have showdownness ready. Yes, I do. Everything's the same. I love the teams that are just, you know, everybody's proud of their favorite skins or whatever. It's so sad the defense is like totally pointless. Though I guess honestly, there's another game I play called Makai Wars, and defense, like the way they set up their arena, you're basically encouraged, even though you don't get any actual benefit. They pick teams that are the most infuriating to fight against and like are insanely hard. So you basically have to be a whale or have extremely good stuff to beat perfect clear the final stages. And people just set up their stuff to be intentionally infuriating, and those are the ones that get picked. And it's like, oh my god, I much prefer it in this game where defense is kind of pointless because people can pick who they want to fight. So having a good team, like nobody's just gonna pick you to fight unless they happen to be way stronger. So a lot of people just put like their favorite characters or their skins or just their OTP or whatever.
Sometimes using just one ingredient, you can make a delicious recipe. Did you know that? I don't think you knew that.
I can't believe this game has been out for like 4 months now. And it still has a grand total of a single loading screen quote. Yeah, I've seen some teams that just everybody has a linked skill that can activate because that's pretty rare to do, and it's never really worth doing it, but it's just kind of fun. I think Caviar was originally a Halloween event, maybe? Yeah, I don't know if there is going to be. I assume there would be one. But then again, we got a springtime one in August, so I mean, who knows? We'll get Halloween in like February, the spookiest month. Oh, speaking of spooky months and it's Spooktober, so we have a whole bunch of live streams on this channel. Make sure to subscribe and get notifications for those. I'm gonna be streaming some spooky RPG Maker games this weekend. I'm gonna be streaming Ao Oni and I think Yumi Graffiti and .flow next weekend and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of really cool streams coming up, and those are always really fun. And as always, the video on demands, I always put them on my channel. They're always live like about a day after the stream. So if you missed this stream or any other stream, or you just want to watch old streams for whatever reason, they're always up on my channel. So never worry about missing anything. It's obviously a bit more fun to join the chat and everything, but you can always watch that stuff. Yeah, there's always whales. There's basically 3 kinds of people in Showdown at this point. There's whales with like 80,000 to 100,000 power. There's joke teams where it's like, look at my favorite skin, and they have like 10,000 power. And then there's people like just barely weaker than you. Yeah, .flow is gonna be fantastic. That's pretty much the best Yumi Nikki fan game from what I've heard. Though we played a lot of really good ones yesterday, in fact. Manda no Yumi, I think it was. That was fantastic. Sirius was really good. And so was that one really oddball game that looks nothing like Yumi Nikki, but actually does have a lot of the kind of gameplay feel. That was really fantastic. Oh, you and your fortune dog. I now kind of save. I don't think I would have spent that many appearance tokens on it because I don't use Gyoza, but I save my stuff now just to make sure I don't miss on a really good skin. Like if they had like a gingerbread skin or something, which as far as I'm aware there isn't one. There's a Christmas skin for vodka though. I would really like that one because I always use vodka and gingerbread in a lot of different times, so that would be really good. What about Leg Horse? Yeah, that was the Leg Horse game. Well, not the Leg Horse game, but there was a Leg Horse. A different kind of Leg Horse. The one with Speedy Fish, yes. Speaking of Leg Horse, we did play, in fact, let me, crap, what's that game called? What game is Leg Horse in? Space Funeral. I played Space Funeral. I played Space Funeral for a prior Spooktober stream, which was real fun. Let me link that. If you want to watch, not like jump scare horror, but like just surreal, like what's going on, creepy kind of stuff, check that stream out maybe. That was from last year's Spooktober, or was it 2006? Speaking of leg horse, I'd rather not. No, we will discuss leg horse. And this 5-star sweet tofu, he looks weird, by the way. He looks like a mime or something. I don't like him as much in that face-on one. Oh yeah, I think it is bento time. I miss out on so many bentos anymore. I always forget to check on lunch for whatever reason. And I usually play at lunch, I just forget that it's bento time. And the notifications do not work on my phone. At least they didn't work on my last phone. They don't seem to work on this one either. I get stamina full messages, but they're not at the right time. It's weird. I think switching between the computer and my phone confuses it.
Am I the same as them?
Some bulky boys. Get out of here, B-52. I guess my B-52 is pretty bulky too, but he gets hit last. By the way, does anybody have Prob Long Bao? Is it actually worth using Long Bao along with him? Because I've seen some teams do that, and I don't know if it really makes sense or not. Oh, do other people have the notification bug too? Oh, I don't feel alone then. 5-star Sweets art looks weird and subpar compared to the default. Yeah, I kind of agree. Some of the 5-star art looks not necessarily bad, but it looks kind of weird or kind of like off. Like I don't necessarily dislike Taiyaki's here. It just feels like it's in a different style kind of than the usual. Like I don't know. I don't like it as much as the normal one. I just equip it because it's like a reminder that I have the 5-star. And it doesn't have the, well, I guess it does have the flag, never mind. I don't know, there's something about it is different. Some of the 5-stars I really like though, like Uma's here. She just looks so peaceful. Yeah, Milk's is kind of dumb. Unfortunately, there's Milk's Bavarian anyway. But Milk's seemed like they're like, all right, we want to accentuate the boobums here, but this outfit is actually terrible for accentuating boobums, so we're just gonna kind of like move them. We're just gonna use like a super push-up bra, and we're gonna call it a day. She looks like there's a vacuum like sucking the air out of her dress, and it's like sticking to her. She's like wearing one of like those Sentai suits. Like that doesn't make any sense. How is that tight? It's like they wanted to put her in a sexy outfit, but there was no budget to design a second outfit. So they're just like, you know what? We'll just pretend the dress is a sexy outfit. It's just weird. It's just like, it's such a shame. Like Milk, I like Milk, but like, I don't really feel like an attempt was made here. She's just kind of there. Bavarian isn't too bad. I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of Milk in general. There's Spicy Boy. I don't like Coffee's at all either. I think Coffee's looks really stupid. Like, and it's so weird, like the framing. Like they're usually on the left kind of looking over, and just the framing is way different from this one, and I don't like it. Default's a lot better. Crepes looks alright. And Orange Juice has this big ass orange. She's like, I swear she is copulating with that orange. The moment you leave her and that orange, I'm gonna get frisky. Dorayaki is just, usually there's like a higher energy, you know, in the Ascended skins. Doriaki's just feels like an alternate pose. It's not bad, but it's just kind of like there. I don't know. I need this skin though. Give me this one. What do you think of the Pancake skin? It looks alright, but it also looks really out of character. Like, I see Pancake as just this big, slightly musclehead dork that's just like crude and kind of gross. He's just like eating. He's like the only food soul that's just straight up eating something as their portrait thing. It's like, oh, I'm gonna eat this pancake. By the way, they bothered to, they censored him because, I mean, you know, you can't show the children's these bits right here, those, you can't see those bits. These are inappropriate bits. No, especially on a man. But I'm not kidding, by the way. This little under vest thing is not in the original art. They added that because it's too frisky otherwise. Sandwich's skin? Oh yeah, Sandwich has a skin, doesn't he? What was the skin again? Oh yeah, his clumsy butler. His skin is really cute. How do we? I think it's just unreleased. Some of the M-Souls have really good 5-star things, and it's kind of sad because a lot of people I don't think will even bother trying to go for them. Oh, they censored Spicy Gluten too. They just never censored the Ascended sprites. I don't know why. But yeah, Spicy Boy is also censored up. Her whole neck thing. I mean, it's supposed to be like this, showing the cleavage and the arm stuff. But they put it like, they put this here. You know, you gotta censor that neck. The neck is the friskiest part of the body. The official person's shop has sandwich skin. Yeah, the official shop has everything, but like, you know, they're not, you know, they just basically hacked it into the game more or less. Not hacked, but like just changed the value. I think her booty shorts here are censored in as well. Come to think of it. Because usually if something is missing in the Ascended skin, that's because they added it in to cover up the frisky bits. Like Pancake's filthy chest cleavage. Anyway, also Hawthorne Ball is the most ridiculous. Either her or Pancake is just so like there was nothing here. There was nothing. Why? But Hawthorne Ball, I think they did the worst job of censoring because she's putting her hand straight through this shawl. There are no sleeves. The shawl does not have sleeves. She's just sticking her fist straight through the shawl magically. Like, what? And it's because of the most offensive thing in the world. Belly button. Cover that up, miss. Cover that up right now. And it's just ridiculous. I wonder if there's other skins that like I don't even know about. Like if Zhang, no, does not. But I've never looked through a lot of the skins, so I'm wondering if there's like some random character, like freaking Yellow Wine or something, that has secretly a really cool skin or something. Pancake's Ascended literally shows a nipple. Oh my god. Oh no! Oh no! Children! Oh, children. Oh no. Oh no. We're just gonna have to... We're just gonna have to... It's not big enough. There we go. The children are now safe. Thank goodness. Thank goodness no one can see that. How utterly inappropriate. How irresponsible. My children will never sleep again. What's Cola got going on? Oh, he's got a freaking guitar? Nobody told me Cola had a guitar. He's practically a Sonic character at this point. It's such a shame that Cola will like, he's an R, so it's like, there's no way he's any good. But he's an achievement to get. Much safer and more pure. What's my favorite food soul? Probably gingerbread. along with Macaroon. I really like Sanma a lot, though. I'm really glad that Sanma is good. Because he's a chill boy, he's shy, he's got cats. And that's, you know, what more do you need? I thought, for some reason, I thought Cola's outfit was red because there's this little bit of red that from like the lining of his jacket. And I thought his whole jacket was red, and I didn't like the idea of that look. But he actually looks really good. I like him. You still haven't gotten Samuel? Oh, that's a shame. I've gotten all the super rares except for the limiteds. Well, only Catboy actually, which I can get with shards. I like how they did this, by the way. I still think they should have raised his rates higher. Benito Rice's rates higher. I think it should have been like 3.5%, like Chocolate I think was in that one event. But I like that if you summon X amount of times, you're basically guaranteed to get him through shards. I think that's a really cool way to do it. Fuse the shards? Nah, I'm gonna wait until the last day, because if I fuse him now and then I summon him later, I only get 15 shards, so I basically save 45 shards if I summon him first. But if the event passes, the moment the event passes and I still don't have him, I'll fuse it. Oh, you never got Chocolate? That's a shame. Chocolate was my first 2-star, actually. Or first super rare 2-star, at least. He's not that good, but he was very good early on. And that's the thing about tier lists in this game. It's so dependent on what you have. Somebody could be considered utter garbage, and you could like not use them, and they could still be like one of the best characters you have to use. Because early on I used Chocolate and Brownie, and they're not really that amazing, but they were both 2-star. I didn't have any other super rare 2-stars, and they were just fine for like until like level 40. I think I stopped using them. I love Bonito's art. Yeah, Bonito, I like Bonito a lot. It's so cute that he pairs with Sanma. Everybody's pairing with Sanma. He's got a freaking harem. Oh, congrats on the melt, Rotom. I haven't found too much use for her, but she's got interesting ideas. I just have so many other good healers. And you usually only need 1 or at most 2 healers, so it's kind of hard to find a space. Does anybody want to try and make like a Tsuchigumo room? Like anybody like over level 60? I would like to try. Is it too late to play Food Fantasy? I wouldn't say so. You make a lot of progress fast and then the game slows down, and I would say you're not insanely behind or anything. Events, characters do kind of, like limited characters and stuff repeat, so I don't think it's one of those games that like, you get in at the beginning or you lose. Chocolate should be in a romance novel. So do like half the characters in the game though, really. I mean, all the characters are just different kinds of fan service, more or less. Yeah. I was told that this Christmas skin is pretty good for her. Just taking a sip. There's something weird about her boobs. They're very like, I don't know. A very good conversation topic, but they're kind of like, I don't know, very up and like almost pointy. They're like 60s boobs. It's weird. I feel a disadvantage having really gotten to it now. I mean, obviously it's better to start early and keep playing, but like if you start now and keep playing, you're gonna get ahead of people that started before you, but you know, stop playing at some point or, you know, get behind her stuff. I guess it just depends on what you want. The rankings are just for whales anyway, so I don't think there's any real reason to, and there isn't really a great deal of like quote-unquote endgame content, so like level 60 is basically the end game for now, and you can totally get to that. People sending ASCII art in the chat. You should chocolate with coffee or tiramisu. Definitely coffee. Is there any actual like canon stuff that implies him with coffee? Or tiramisu, I mean? Oh, I think maybe her link skill. I don't use tiramisu. One of the dumbest things I did is in that rebates thing where you get stuff back for paying, for how much you paid. I got 40 tiramisu shards and I could have gotten 40 Sanma shards instead. Sanma is undoubtedly the best one to pick for that. Are you on Light Kingdom or Gloryville? I'm on Gloryville. I would definitely recommend starting on Gloryville. The servers are basically fake. The only things that are different are the rankings and the guilds. And Gloryville or Light Kingdom has terrible guilds, and they're so close together. It's not like the point of having different servers in a game like this is so that like people who started later are on a different leaderboard than people who started a long time ago, right? But Light Kingdom was introduced 2 weeks after the game came out, and that's the only other server. So you're talking about something that came out 3 months ago versus something that came out 3 months and 2 weeks ago. It's like there's no meaningful difference. There's no reason to do what they did. It's stupid. Obviously by the time you even ask, it's too late to have asked, which is the lamest thing about it. But if you're just gonna start, or if your character's like under level 15, just play on Gloryville, in my opinion. Never gonna hit actual top leaderboard 100 leaderboards without paying up some. Not necessarily true. You definitely have to spend crystals. But I'm not sure about, you know, the top 10. Probably yes. Probably do have to, you know, whale. You can get the frames for like Showdown and stuff if you were to buy. I think if you bought every possible refresh of Showdown in a week, I think that, I don't know exactly how many, but I'm gonna estimate maybe that's 1,000 or 2,000 crystals, which is a lot. But if you saved up crystals for like a month or two, and that was just your one goal, you could totally do that. You couldn't do it every week, but you get 50 free crystals a day, and with the monthly packs, you get an extra 30 a day. And some things like the restaurant is more like, I think the restaurant is more whale heavy, because like, though I did get a restaurant border, I got the top 500 border without trying, just because I have really good food, and I was pretty attentive that week. But the restaurant is so hard to like compete in. I heard most characters on Light Kingdom now since I launched it. I hope this doesn't spell bad news for Gloryville servers. I don't think that's true. Every time I hear, almost everyone I see in the Discord is on Gloryville. All of the major players seem to be playing on Gloryville. Other than the fact that Light Kingdom is the default when you start up the game without a character, there's not really any reason to play on Light Kingdom. It just kind of sucks. The only time I hear about the other server is when people complain about their Light Kingdom guilds. But yeah, I'm basically certain that's not true. And all of the big whale guilds are on this server, so there's no way they're gonna like ignore it or anything. I don't think they even do anything different for each server anyway. They have the same events now, so I mean it doesn't even matter. You don't even really interact, so I mean, even if no other human soul played on the server, all that really means is that you would immediately win all of the rankings. That and guilds, those are the only things that matter. The chat would still be full. I think you can even team up. I'm not 100% sure, but I think you can even team up across servers. Light Kingdom sounds like a dark place, ironically. Yeah, it really is. But yeah, the servers, it's not like an MMO server. It's basically fake. It's just rankings. What's wrong with Light Kingdom guilds? Just everybody's lazy. Active people are almost all on Gloryville because like it started earlier and people like the rankings are more competitive. The guilds are better because they started earlier, and so Gloryville seems to, or Light Kingdom seems to mostly have the servers that, you know, the guilds that don't really care as much. People are always talking about how, oh, none of my guild members log in. We're never gonna level up, and you know, can I join your guild? And it's like, sorry. I think people make too many guilds. You need like one guild for every 50 to 100 people, so. Yeah. And if guilds are inactive, it kind of hurts every player. So I hate to be too stingy of a guild leader, but we have kind of activity, soft activity requirements. Because if you're not doing anything, the guild's not helping you, and you're not helping the guild. And there's a lot of other people that could be joining the guild. So I would really just rather boot that person, because they're not really getting anything out of it. So then we can help somebody else. Our requirement is basically that you have to try and you have to understand what you're doing. If you do not try, you're not welcome, and we're not really too sorry to see you go, frankly. Because like, it's like a 10-minute requirement per day, and we don't like require you to be there every day, but if you like don't log in for 4 days at a time without warning, not a problem. Guild names Sir Tap Tap. We don't have vacancies at the moment, though. I think you can still apply and you'll basically be there, but if you apply and then apply to a different guild and get in, you get left in the roster, and that's actually really annoying. So, it's not really probably the player's intent to do that, but it's just an annoying way the UI works. I'm probably not going to win this one because I didn't bother to equip my skills and my team is nonsense. I mean, it's not that bad of a team, but... Well, Raindrop is basically like not having a team member. Sorry, Raindrop. I should really have a healer. Wait, so I can only get 100 damage on the guild boss and not do any constructions. Why would you ever not be able to do constructions? I can get the 100,000 gold in like under an hour, like not even trying from the restaurant. I don't understand how people have problems getting gold. It's like the game throws it in your face and it's like, no, I don't want this. It's useless. If you're having gold, you're almost certainly doing something wrong in your restaurant.
Am I the same?
Yeah, we're gonna lose. Gingerbread definitely does an amazing job for not having a healer, though. Why is Raindrop considered bad? He's just doesn't do very much. He's alright solo, but he does not really... He just doesn't really mesh well with any team. Because his skills are all about himself, and... The confuse thing is alright, but like Fwaz is so much better if your intent is just to confuse. If you're early on in the game and you don't have like multiple 2+ star super rares that deal for damage, he's fine. Like if I didn't have a 5-star black tea, he would be pretty enticing, but he's not very good late game. Oh yeah, there is free gold twice a day, but only if you have the monthly pack. I mean, it's, you know, it's free like Amazon Prime, you know, it's that kind of free, but yeah. But this amount of gold is not actually particularly significant because let me hop into my restaurant. So I can get 60,000 gold twice per day, right? Let me just walk into my restaurant, which I stocked an hour ago. 120,000 gold. So even that amount there, complete garbage. I can pay my guild dues with this, which I just sold in the last hour. And I didn't even... It's not even like... This is not even the best stuff for selling. Like, this is the best for fame. This isn't even best for gold. So I could do a lot better if I was trying to specifically go for gold. So yeah, basically just improve your food and improve your M food souls. A couple of people have things that increase the amount of money you sell for. I think pudding and sandwich maybe do that, or popcorn. Popcorn has loved by all, but I don't like that one. That's a supervisor only, and he's not a good supervisor. I think it's pudding and sandwich. Yeah, pudding and sandwich increase the amount of gold you get as servers. I'll just put you out. Did he just say spin power?
恩師様と一緒にいると今まで見たことのない風景にたくさん出会うことが
災いをほふるなら私一人で十分
They look so cute together on this screen though. Oh yeah, your Gloryville. Yeah, Gloryville cuisine does suck. There's not much you can do to change it until you get to level 60 to get all of the, or it's like level 55. But yeah, Gloryville does suck. Thanks for pointing that out. Gloryville, I'm not exactly sure what the deal is, but Gloryville players are the only one. Gloryville cuisine, not Gloryville server. People who pick Gloryville cuisine always have problems with money. I'm not entirely sure why, but it seems to be the worst there. Their stuff costs more to upgrade too, which is total bullcrap. There's no reason for it to be like that. Alright, I have a story mission that I've been ignoring for a long time. This character isn't even in the game's guide section, by the way. She's just kind of like... Yeah. Yeah, Light Kingdom never seems to have... Light Kingdom cuisine doesn't ever seem to have the gold problem that Gloryville has. Also, it's so frustrating that multiple things... Like, Light Kingdom is a server, Light Kingdom is a cuisine, Light Kingdom is a space, and, like, it gets confusing. Does Gloryville have any great dish? The best dishes for Fame are cold tofu, pineapple juice, and butter bread. You always have at least one of... You always have to have one of those. I think pineapple juice is the Gloryville one. I think food with good texture sells for the most gold-wise. So you might just upgrade something with with really high texture cap if you just need lots of gold. I think popcorn is the best for gold. Now, this stream isn't really about the bad food porn. This stream is more about this. That's what's going on tonight. I'm streaming for longer than I intended. I guess just 2 hours. Started the stream later than I usually do. These are always fun streams, though. And Mediacom hasn't ruined it too much. It ruined my bitrate halfway, but it didn't go all the way to crap. Rice just looks gargantuan since she's so zoomed in. Please, call me Sir Tap Tap. Whenever I see that tilde, I just imagine them talking in like the most inappropriately saucy way ever. Ah, no, why? That's better. It's filthy. Filthy. We need a bigger, blacker fungus. Ugh. Gross. I know this is allegedly tasty and stuff, but look at it. I hate it. Haoye? Her name is Haoye? But it says Flower Knight here. They're so inconsistent. They did a really bad job translating. Better than Abyssrium, but like, I'm pretty sure Parker and like a phone with Google Translate on it would do a better job than the Abyssrium devs. How fast do I level up? Maybe like once or twice a week at this point. It just kind of gradually slows and slows. In a vegetable state. That's so funny because it's in a food related state. They're not in a vegetative state. They're in a vegetable state. Hiei is flower night in Chinese. I figured they translated it literally in the one thing and they just transliterated it in the other one. Nice sushi. Tiramisu looks gargantuan compared to everyone else as well. You're damn right your healing powers aren't enough. I'm so salty that she turned out to be terrible. I put a lot of work into leveling her up because I wanted somebody better than Milk, damn it, and it turns out she's really bad. The invisible wine. That sounds like a really like smart-ass way to call like vodka or something. Yeah, Sushi's design is great, but I don't know of any particular use for her. Their soul will be sealed by the wine. Who's the best healer? That really depends on what you're trying to do. I assume all the ultra rare healers are, you know, at least decent. Sweet Tofu is currently the best healing per second for pure healing, but Labakangi is better in Disaster Boss than some other situations because she also heals status. And if she's linked with Toso, she's actually stronger than Sweet Tofu. And Sweet Tofu's link is terrible. What do you mean? Completed missions. What do you mean? Oh! That was weird. I didn't go to the next mission. Milt is alright. If all you have is like a 3-star milk, using Milt right off the bat would probably be pretty legit. A lot of these things kind of just depend on what you have. The problem is you only really need one defense or support almost all the time. And they are less common than the others, but like I got Gingerbread and I just roll my eyes at like almost every other defense soul now. I use Tom Yum for Guild Boss only. Steak is eventually going to be useful at 6 stars as long as I don't get any more stars on Gingerbread, and otherwise that's about it. Yeah, leba tofu, miso soup for the guild and disaster bosses is actually great, but he's not as good otherwise. If you have to put HP on him, he's not useful. Some sleepy times. How close am I to ascending Gingerbread? As close as I was the second I pulled her. Getting Gingerbread shards is basically as hard as you can get without it being impossible from Shard Fusion. She's the rarest drop from Shard Fusion, and it's only for same rank. And I don't have a lot of same rank. Like, I don't want to burn my, like, I don't have Boston Lobster. So I don't want to throw those shards away. I don't want to throw away, you know, Cloud Tea, Peking Duck. I'm a little tempted to throw away Fawaz shards, but then I use her in Showdown, so yeah. And then B52 is my most abundant shards, but I use them for Catacombs and Showdown, so yeah. It's just really hard to get those. If you want to min-max and you're not trying to collect and you're just willing to throw away shards, she's not like by any means impossible to ascend, but yeah. Why would you fuse Gingerbread shards for those two? Those two aren't as good as Gingerbread. Is Bamboo even in the shard fusion pool? Yeah, Gingerbread is, bar none, the best defender unit in the game, so... Fusing those for Crablung Bow Shards, I'm sorry, that sounds absolutely terrible. I mean, Crablong Bow is not too bad. Is he? I've never gotten one. I guess he is. He's allegedly in the team up, but like, I've done hundreds of team ups and I've never gotten one, so that's not a meaningful use of the shards. Yeah, really looking forward to getting another star on Gingerbread. I got Bamboo. I've never used him. I have so many good DPS units. He's not bad by any means. I think he's mostly good. The best use I've seen of him is making him like a beefy pseudo defense for Showdown, because he reduces the defense of the unit he hits. And I think he's not too bad defensively, so people just use him kind of like that. But I don't care about Showdown defense, because like, if your team is really good at Showdown defense, nobody nobody picks you, and then there's no point to it. Bamboo is useful in chest. You mean Catacombs, or? I really wish there was like an auto way to use this thing. How much defense is on my Gingerbread? She's half HP. Because I don't use her for the guild boss. Is that her usual fallen angel? She says, so she's mostly HP. Because she's got a cautious, wait, no, is this staunch or cautious? I forget. Yeah, she just mostly has a crap ton of HP because of her skills. Though actually her base skill might, or not that one. This one actually raises her defense by a percentage, which is amazing. Like almost no skills in this game let you use a percentage for a buff. In fact, I think that actually might be the only one. Did you see the new event? Yeah, that's why I'm doing the stream. The sad thing is that even if I summon Benito Rice and it lets me 2-star him, because I have all these extra shards, I'll probably never use him because I've got Gingerbread. How close am I getting to vodka? Getting there. I usually use vodka, B52, mooncake, Gingerbread, and someone else for Catacomb. I've been experimenting with no healer for Catacomb, and it doesn't really seem to make the hugest difference. For story levels, ditching a healer in Shakurajima has been helpful. Oh yeah, I use Foi because confusion helps with that. Oh, here we go. The game is so confused by its own genders. It has no idea if Nekomatas are male or female. It doesn't know if sashimi, sukiyaki, or hot dog are either. Oh, it's a Beat the Strange! Sorry, when I see it, it's without the space there. Hold on. Oops. Oops. Oopsie daisy. What am I doing? No, fit that. There you go. There you go. God damn it! Ugh, I need to lock that. Stupid OBS. I have so much crap on my OBS right here. I was trying for a stupid joke here. Mobile, put that there. They're locked. Okay. What is this? No, get rid of that. There we go. Now the kids can sleep at night. You know the Tom Yum self-heal is weak. Tom Yum is actually fantastic for Guild Boss because Tom Yum has low HP and the boss deals percentage-wise damage. So Tom Yum is like ideal for, well, semi-ideal for Guild Boss or Disaster Boss. You can use Steak or Crablong Bao instead if they have like insane defense and you can survive the whole way. But otherwise, Tom Yum is by far the easiest way to survive the whole way in Disaster Boss. Obviously with Wailing, story missions, girl. Just girl. Obviously with Wailing, a lot more teams are viable. But yeah. Too bad I only have Tom Yum 5-star level 60. Tom Yum's perfectly fine. Oh, I would use Gingerbread instead in... Outside of Guild Boss, Gingerbread is better. But Gingerbread has more HP, and that is kind of a liability, because like I said, fractional damage. Should use Def or HP Attribute for storyline. It's really kind of more art than science for storyline stuff. I just usually go for 2 HP lines, and then 2 of whatever else for story stuff. Just because, like, if you go all Def, sometimes you can be like 1-hit KO. And yeah, especially on characters that don't naturally have a lot of HP or Def. I hate the chat so much. Why is it allowed? Please remove. Strawberry is so cute. I just wish they need to add her shards into the pool, because she'll be one of the absolute best. She'll be one of the absolute best once you can, like, well, you have to 5-star her, so it takes a while, but eventually her shards will be in the tip shop. I think pineapple juice sells 10 seconds faster, but gets less gold than butter bread. It's not, I don't think it's really worth upgrading multiple ones, so if you already have one to like A rank or above, you might as well stick with it, unless you just want to upgrade stuff. But it's basically just best to stick with whatever your cuisine starts with. Also, the fame that you get from the, from having pancake and pudding, I think it is, kind of tops the fame difference anyway, so that's kind of more important if you can get those. Story missions, girl. Yeah, I want that cat boy, but not yet. We'll see if... Wait, did we get any more embers? I think we can do like maybe 1 pull. Yeah, 1 pull, one. Oops. Why not? By the way, the devs have confirmed the buttons are fake. They don't do anything. Summon codes are not real. The R that I'm least, like, annoyed at seeing, but still. How close is he? I think not super close. I think he's like halfway. It's better than orange juice. I've gotten so many orange juice, I hate him. Yeah, once I get him to like within 20 shards, I'll do a bunch of same rank fusions so I can 5-star him. Oh, by the way, every 10 skill levels, the percentage based things increase by 10. So at level 21, Miso's overpowered basic skill goes from 120% to 140%. And after that, it's not really worth the seasoning, I don't personally think. I might want to buff this though. How much do I get? Not too bad. Does Toso's thing ever give more energy, by the way? Level 21 is a pretty big level for doing stuff, but I don't know if she gets more energy or not. If she does get more energy, I would definitely upgrade that. Does anybody have her energy skill at level 21? I can confirm. Isn't Miso Soup good towards late game? Oh yeah, Miso Soup is fantastic. He's just extremely situational. He is the absolute best healer in Guild and Disaster Boss. It's all in my guide. Let me find it here. But yeah, if you want to do better damage, 3 energy stays the same. Aw, it's a shame. Yeah, read that guide that I just posted in the chat if you want to do, if you're doing really bad damage to the guild boss or disaster boss, or just want to see if you're doing the right thing. Should probably burn my stamina here. Alright, I can do these. I hate shuffling around. Eventually the story mode levels get so draining because you have to do all of this fallen angel shuffling and all this crap, and you're just like, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I still keep Toso even though her damage is a little bit lower than Mooncake's because she helps everyone else spam their skills even more. And she helps me use Labakongi, which is currently essential for me in Guild Boss, or Disaster Boss. I always mix those two up. And here comes Mediacom dropping frames, telling me it's about time to wrap up the stream, unfortunately. Being capped at 60 isn't the biggest deal. It is an extremely frustrating mechanic that I hate, and I really wish they would remove. But until you're like level 70 or 80, the level gap isn't really a huge deal. Like, it's not gonna make up for being a worse base soul. Unless they already have so many stars, they're actually better. But yeah, eventually ultra rares with only 1 star are a lot less good than they used to be. Toso will be coming back though, so if you can get Toso, if you can get a 1 star on Toso, that's very legit. Ugh, yeah, Mediacom seems to be getting worse very rapidly. So I'm probably just gonna burn my stamina here and wrap it up. Was a really fun stream. Thanks everybody. Sorry that Mediacom is like this. They're gonna be taking a look today, or this week, not today, sometime. They're not gonna find anything, I can almost guarantee. They've looked so many times and they never find anything. They always, you know, they always pretend it's some issue at my house, and then they don't find an issue at my house. They're like, well, we tried, and then they leave, and it's like, oh, cool. Yeah, this was a real fun stream. Thanks for stopping in, everybody. This event seems really cool. I like Tempura a lot more now. But yeah, limited characters eventually return. They won't have the mercy. I don't think they have the mercy rule. What do you mean I don't have stamina? I have 3 stamina. You're drunk, game. Go home. Whatever. Oh, by the way, thanks to anybody who, I know a lot of people pop into my messages and say, thanks a lot for the videos and team ups and everything. I can't, like, personally thank everybody, but thanks a lot for these, so, just kind of a group thank you. And yes, this is the real me, UID 328708. You can tell because I'm the leader of the Sir Tap Tap Guild. But, yeah. So thanks so much to everyone who leaves those. I really appreciate them. I can't quite reply to everything. And if you send a direct message on the thing, apparently those expire, so I might not get them. So it's usually best to contact me in Discord instead. Which, one last time, let me link that in the chat. The Discord's not just for my guild. Everybody's welcome. There's a whole channel just for Food Fantasy. Most active channel in the Discord, actually. Have I reached my friend limit? Yeah, that's fine, because I get constant notifications on the friend thing, and I got to the point where I just ignore it. Keep saying I have 3, but I don't, do I? Oh, and the timer got froze again. The timer just freezes if you play too long. But yeah, the longer I keep streaming, the more likely Medicom is to ruin everything. And it's been a fairly long stream for a weekday, especially for a freaking Monday. But we have learned that Tempura is a very good soul. And, not Tempura, yes, Tempura, what am I saying? So, that's good. And I can get Catboy. I'm glad that I won't be left out in the cold. I would prefer to summon him directly, but if this event ends without it, I'll summon him I'll fuse him rather. Let's send out some stuff. Wait, hold on. I need to make sure everybody's full up. I wish there was upgrades to get the what am I trying to say? I wish there was a way to get the Ice Arena upgrade faster. Like, it says level 1 quick freeze room. The level never goes up. That's not really... There's no levels. Like, you can unlock extra slots, but that doesn't change what it says here. It's so weird. I mean Bonito. I already have Sanma. I've got 3-star Sanma, actually. Sanma's so good. No crowd control, of course, but for the bosses, he's crazy good. Hey, glad you could catch the stream. Yeah, for anybody it's their first stream or they don't usually catch the streams, I'm trying to stream on the weekends earlier. I can't stream before 6 on weekdays because I have a 9-to-5 job, so 8-to-5 job actually. So I genuinely can't be here much earlier than I usually stream, so on the weekdays. But on weekends, I'll be streaming at 12, and we've got a lot of Spooktober games. So we got a lot of cool, interesting, like, surreal, semi-horror games we're gonna be playing. So make sure to check those out. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, and if you click the little bell, you get better stream notifications. Otherwise, it doesn't like to remind you. And you can see live streams. You can see the live streams that are planned on my channel. Just youtube.com/taptap. And finally, I do have a Patreon account. I always forget to mention that. Let me toss that in the chat. Patreon and Discord links are in the chat. Big thanks to all my patrons. In fact, let me put this BRB up, because that has my $10 patrons get on the little accredited patrons list. Thanks so much to all of you as well. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody. People always think I'm younger than I am. They thought that like forever. A lot of people at my work were like wondering if I was old enough to have a job. But no, I got a full-time job, which is not yet YouTube. I'd love it to be YouTube and making guides and stuff. Funny enough, making guides kind of pays better than YouTube sometimes, so. Tempura, indeed. Shoutouts to the person screaming Tempura in chat. I agree. Anyway, have a great night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.